Hey there, friends and neighbors. Brent here for Pastor's Farm. Welcome back to the farm. It is a dark, gloomy, drizzly, dreary, swampy, thunderstorm day. We are hiding out here under our little temporary roof we've got up, waiting on this little rain cloud or storm cell to pass us by, and then we're going to get cranking on these windows. Appreciate y'all joining us today. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Over the last week, we've added almost 50 new subscribers. We'd love to hit that 250 mark here with this video. So if you haven't hit that button, go ahead and help us out. It's a great way to show your support, and it doesn't cost you anything. Appreciate y'all. Stay tuned. Was 100 and just shy of 150. I got it for 57. All three of these for 57. That one was 178. I got it for 89. Not a bad deal. Those will look right nice. This lighting in here isn't the greatest for this. It isn't the greatest for working in, and it isn't the greatest for shooting video. But we got to get something done. We can't sit around with our hands in our pockets all day. So what I've done is I've taken the measurement from my header to my footer, found the halfway point. I've got my windows here spaced out where I want them on this wall. Now I just have to figure out how high I want them on the wall. I want them high enough that I can look out easily standing up, but I also want to be able to look out them when I'm sitting down. Finding a happy medium may be more difficult than I thought it was going to be with these smaller windows. A big window like this shouldn't be much problem, but a smaller window may be difficult. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to call it 39.5 inches from the floor. Wash, rinse, and repeat here for this other side. Well, it'd be nice to have a laser level in here, then I could just shoot this whole wall and mark my line all the way across. Actually, I could just cut down the laser. So 24 inches from there, which means I need to go 12 inches on center here on my stud. Now some of you may think, oh, well, why don't you take a level so that your window is straight? Well, here's the thing. My building's not level. My building's not straight. This is a temporary place where it sits, and at some point in time when it is put on level ground, I want the window to be level. If I level it now, and then at some point in time the building is leveled, then the window's going to be cockeyed. So I'm putting the window in with the slant of the building. I mean, it's close to level, but it ain't quite perfect, as you've seen. So the window's going in with the way the building sits, so that when the building changes for whatever reason at some point in time in another location, the window is also sitting the same way as the building, flush and flat and level. There you go. Let's keep going. Uh-oh. So we've only got 23.5 here. And I measured 24 inches on the center from here. So we're a half too far, which means we need to come in a 1/4 inch on each side. So the inside here on the window is 23 inches. I measured 24 inches on center here because I measured from the outside of the window, which actually is wider because of a trim piece than the inside of the window. So I almost cut my hole too wide. That would have been a mistake. The first one I've made, right? All right, y'all, so what we need to do, right, we need to take a half of an inch off our total window. So we're gonna come in 1/4 of an inch on both sides so that it still sits square between these two rafters. This one here will be cut out on up. So let's take 1/4 of an inch off each side here and redraw our outside perimeter. Oh, come on, already? Well, I can't do much with that. Well, the rain continues. My batteries for the DeWalt both died. I've got one on the charger, and we don't have electricity out here, so let me show y'all what I've got to do here to get anything done, really. All right, so we're running the tractor here, and I hate to do this because it's putting hours on the tractor that sits here and idles, but you got to do what you got to do, right? So under here, you've got an inverter that I've got hooked to the battery. On that inverter, I'm able to run one plug to charge my DeWalt batteries, and the other plug, I'm running an extension cord down here around, that's a big mess, into here, and hopefully I'm able to run this saw as well so I can finish this. And my DeWalt battery can finish charging, so when I get this out, I'm able to use the screw gun to get this window screwed in. We're going to try and get it done, y'all. Stick with us. Between it being about 40 degrees out and raining and getting wet, my hands are like ice. These gloves are soaked, but they are super insulated, so they're actually, plus this rubber on here, helps keep the heat in. They're actually pretty warm, even when they're wet. I believe we might can do something with that. What I'd forgotten is that I broke this piece off so I don't have a flat surface to put it against. It's just this rubber thing here, so the saw just wants to bounce. This may be more difficult than I thought. That's the status quo around here. More difficult than you thought. I gotta see how close this hole is to the actual size of the window. Y'all hold on to that. We're a little small. I'd rather be too small and open it up than be too wide and have to try and close it in. That's like cooking. You can always add more, but once it's in there, you can't take it back out. Well, I'd say that's a tight fit. Premium studs are longer than non-premium studs, apparently. That's going to require some extra cutting, which I did not want to do. Here we go. So I didn't get any caulking or weather strip to put along here underneath this flashing edge here. So I've just tacked it in here with 4 screws. I'll pick up some sealant of some type, get it in behind here, get this all screwed in tight all the way around accordingly. Once I have this painted, I'll come in with 1x4s and frame in these whole windows and put more sealant on there, so we'll be good and watertight. But for now, good enough is good enough until I get the sealant I need to go in behind here. Roughed in here, and when I say roughed in, I mean slightly measured and mostly eyeballed. So all right, y'all, we got to get the tractor fired up. We got to get our saws and all our electrical stuff hooked up here so I can get this cut out. I was hoping to work on the roof today, but it's just more of the same of yesterday. It's just a cold, dreary, drizzly, swampy day. It's super muddy outside, and I really don't want to be trying to climb a ladder with wet, muddy feet. So we're going to work inside here and see if we can get the rest of these windows, or at least one window, finished today. It took me all day yesterday pretty much to do one window. So we're going to try and get this one done today. Ideally, we get this one done today as well, but we'll see how it goes. Y'all stay tuned. That's not good. Makes it hard to cut straight when your blade wobbles. it.